Hey everyone, here I am again. At least I still am. Okay, you know what I'm doing today? Well, first of all, I've been cleaning my area, and I got my area pretty much tidied up. I've got like a lot of desktop here that I don't even know what to do with because I just been organizing. But what I decided I want to do is I want to make a little slow stitch journal cover. And just a little slow stitch book. And what I think I'm going to do, I'll show you how I'm going to do this. Have you done a Kawandi? Um, it's a quilt, and kind of like from India, I think, if I remember correctly. But it's fun how you do a Kawandi. Look at my nails. I have all my, when you get a set of fake nails, you get 24 nails. And so you always have all these extras. And so then today I just put on extras. Okay, now this is what I do with my Kawandi. This is how you do a Kawandi. A simple way. But first of all, this is going to be, a Kawandi is a quilt. That's another word for a quilt. And, but this is just going to be a Kawandi cover for a Kawandi for a little tiny slow stitch little journal. And so this is how I start this out. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to press a hem right here. I'm going to just press a hem right here, just a little fold over. And I want to do that all the way around. Okay, see, this is going to be like the backing of the quilt. But then, yeah, the backing of the quilt. Two more pieces here or there because I just cut this piece into 3 pieces because this piece was large enough that I can make 3 separate Kawandi covers. So I'm just folding all those 4 sides in, just kind of hem them and give them that little press. Okay, now, so that now is going to be the quilt. Now what I want to do is, this is the simplest thing to do. You're going to love it. If you haven't done one already, which you probably have. I have done videos on these before. And what I'm going to do is I got my whole bin of scraps right here. But I'm going to, right now I'm just going to take some of my 4x4 pieces here, and I'm just going to cut them into smaller pieces because 4x4 is like a little bit too big for this one. So I'm going to cut some little bit smaller than 4x4. I don't know how big these are, but they're just right. So what I'm going to do now here with this piece is I'm going to turn over, and I'm going to turn over 2 sides of this. And hem, and press 2 sides. And now then this is going to set right here on the corner. So that folded piece, they line right up right there. Okay, now then, I'm using right here, is this where I had my needle? Where'd I put my needle? There's my needle. Okay, I'm using some embroidery floss, but I've only got 2 threads of it in here. And so what I'm going to do now is, now you can use a blanket stitch or you can just whip stitch or whatever, and you go along. Well, I'm going to start inside there so my knot gets hidden. Although my knots will not always be hidden. And I'm just going to do a whip stitch. around and get that one piece attached. And this is going to be, I found myself to be in the mood for doing a little bit of slow stitching, just some little hand stitching of some kind. And this is what I decided I'm going to do. And it's just to make this and make a little journal cover for a slow stitch book. What I need to do here is okay, so now I did that stitching just almost to the edge here. See how that is just stitched close? Thank you, Papa. Now I'm going to go get, now I'll get my next piece. And now we don't have to have them all the same. We don't have to have them all the same. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this one, and I'm going to press a corner again here. I'll press the corner, just two sides. So I have a corner. Let me see, do I want it that way and this way? Yeah, that way. And oh my God, my husband has got gas. Holy smokes. Ooh. I don't know what he ate. Okay, so there, and now I have these two corners, these two sides. I pressed them. Now I'm going to put that piece right here. And see, you can just use all different sizes. You don't have to have all the pieces the same. Now, and then I laid, this is a raw edge here, right there. So that was, I'm going to cover that raw edge up, and then I'll continue to do this whip stitching. That's what I did, was the whip stitch around the corner there. And what we do with this now, see how the two folds are right close together, the fold of the patch I'm putting on and the fold of the backing fabric are together. And then we're slow stitching them any way you can, and your stitches will be much neater than mine, because my stitches are never neat. Now, when some people can make a handmade project and you look at it and you wonder if it's handmade or store-bought because it's so perfect. Well, mine, there's no question. The only question is, say, did you make this, or did your 3-year-old granddaughter make it? Yeah, that's kind of how mine goes. But see, now those are both attached on the edge. Then this is a raw edge here again. Now I want to put another piece, and I want to put another piece right here. And what I'll do is I will continue doing the same process of ironing the two sides. Ironing two sides, and then use to kind of just fold them over like that. See, and then when you go back down and put that right here, then that pressed side here goes over the raw edge here, so you don't see any raw edges. Now, I have done these before where I have done a raw edge, and that's just fine too. This is something that you can, well, I can, you can do whatever. Now, the story on these Kawandis comes from, actually, if I remember correctly, some African ladies went over and they homesteaded over there in India, and they're making blankets. Every, or they make Kawandis, which is because they need blankets. They need blankets to sit upon, they need blankets to lay on, and blankets to cover up. So they need a lot, because like here we have fancy furniture to sit on and stuff in our country, and there's a lot of countries that they sit on the floor, that they don't need furniture. They're not as needy as we are. And so they make these Kawandis, but they make them using all fabric from clothing that is no longer wearable. They wear their clothing until it's no longer wearable. That's where they're different than us too. Some of us, well, not me, but there's some people that buy an outfit and you wear it one time and that's it. Oops, now I got my, oh well, let me just, what did I do there? I got a knot somewhere where I don't need a knot. Okay, so yes, they use their clothes, they use clothing, like the good parts of the fabric out of an old shirt or an old dress is what they use for these pieces. Now, if they have, especially like an old t-shirt that is not wearable anymore, and the fabric isn't really enough, it's not good enough to go on the top of their Kawandi, that goes underneath these pieces, like almost like an insulation, like a lining, to make this a warmer blanket or a more comfortable one to sit on, or something like that. And so so they use everything. So they might, in like if they're taking apart like an old man's shirt or something, and they use all the pieces they can, but then they got scraps more, that goes underneath. And so, and for the filling, like our polyfill, like our stuffing or whatever. And so, see there, now I just press those two sides, and this one is going to go here now. And right now I'm just doing the edge, and I'm going to go all the way around the edge with these scraps of fabric. I'm not going to make you watch me. I'm going to put this thing on pause while I do some stitching, and then I'll unpause it and continue on, and hopefully actually finish this on this here. I gotta learn how to glue pieces together, pieces of videos together, and once I do that, then I can do little things like this and then stick them all together and they'd be all on one video. But right now I don't have that much smartness in me. Actually, just going around the edge of this, the edge of this won't take that long, because see, now I just did that piece, and then I'm all ready for another piece. And maybe I'll take, yeah, maybe I'm going to go ahead and use one whole big piece here, because see, you can just use just whatever size. It does not matter. It does not matter. So I'm just going to fold those two pieces there. So then, like that, there's two pieces are ironed. And so, see, I cleared off my desk so I can fit my, I fit my ironing pad right there, which is just an absolutely amazing something for me. But we was having fun today. Me and my little Kaya. I have decided she comes in here and there's a little show that we watch that it's teaching. It's like a lot of learning stuff. And her numbers, her colors, and now just where we're at in watching it now, it just started the letters. And so we're going to be playing school in here, her and I went and I started searching on the internet, and I was finding printable pages that I can use with her so we can play school. And I'm going to make it special for her. I emptied out one drawer over here that I'm going to have just her things in. And so, but the sad thing is those two girls left tonight to go stay at their other grandma's house because Bianca starts her new job tomorrow. Billy's working, and so Aria has to get brought to school. So, and since me and Papa don't drive anymore, we're no good. No, we're good, but we can't get her to school, so that's going to work out fine for them. Now see here, now that piece went over to that edge. So now I'm going to want a piece. I'll take this piece right here. And it's going to go, I'm going to have that one to fit right here. But I'm going to have to fold, will that be big enough? Let me see if that will be wide enough. Because I'm going to have to hem it. Yeah, I think it'll be. Let me try it. But I taught kindergarten and preschool and kindergarten. I taught that one years ago in our church school. We had a Christian school and I taught there. And I really enjoyed teaching the little ones. Man, when they figure something out, they get so excited. And so I just was pleased as punch to be able to do that, you know. And so, okay, now see, then I have this here, and then I still have enough. I can turn that under here then. So now I'm folding that over on 3 sides because I'm at the edge there now. I got to the edge. Okay, so now this will fit right here. I'm going to put this right in here, and it'll fit right in that corner, and it'll still cover up the raw edge of this red piece. And so I will continue on with the whip stitch, because that's all I'm using for this. A blanket stitch might look a little bit neater maybe, because my whip stitches aren't all the same size. But then my blanket stitches wouldn't be either. Although I do have like a little template with little dots in it, and I could make little dots along and then get them all even. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. And so, but see how even now you can see how pretty that is, I think anyway. So now right along this edge, now I'm going around the corner. And so now I'm going to take and finish this right on down, moving right on down the line. But see, I have some of Kaya's pages like right here, like this, see? And because in the little videos that we're watching, they're learning the letters A through E. And so that's what I printed out, was A through E. And these are what we're going to work on when we play school. Well, she'll be here tomorrow evening, but then she'll, I hope I get time with her, because it's going to be kind of busy with the kids going back and forth to other to Gigi's house. And but yeah, this is gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on pause again while I go down that row. Okay, well, as it turns out, I have to go out to the other room now. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this because my computer won't stay on. So I can't leave it on. My camera won't stay on until I come back. It'll just go to sleep and it'll quit filming and then I have to start all over anyway. So I'm going to, you see how I've gotten pretty much almost all the way around. So I'm going to finish this now like this. And I'm going to go out there, and my daughter needs me out in the other room. And, well, actually, she's cooking. I have to go eat. But, and then, see, I've almost went all the way around. And then on the next video, part 2, then I'm going to show you how I go inside and start the actual Kawandi stitching on here. And so, yeah, so I'm going to just leave it at this, and I'm going to ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, keep you safe and happy and safe and healthy and happy and humble. And no matter how life gets, how hard life gets, stay another day. God bless, and I'll see you later, alligator.